Stranger Things Season 5 finale, death predictions for every character. Erica Sinclair and Mr. Clark are both fully safe in my mind as they're away from imminent danger. Could you imagine they killed Mr. Clark? What kind of cruel world would that be? I've convinced myself that one of Jonathan or Nancy is gonna die in this final episode, mainly because after their breakup scene, I feel like one of them's on the chopping block now. Nancy, of course, pulled the trigger on the exotic matter in the sky, causing the explosion, so we see her have to deal with those consequences. There was also like a final exchange between her and Dustin, as well as this rare moment between her and Hopper. So it almost feels like the show went out of its way to give Nancy closure with characters. And ever since Vecna gave her that vision in season 4, she's been carrying this burden and this weight. She'll do whatever it takes to save her sister Holly. I could see her sacrificing herself to save her. Speaking of Holly Wheeler, I think she will get rescued and make it out alive, along with Derek Turnbow and all the other kids here. Robin and Vicky will both be safe. Someone's got to have a date at Enzo's. And Lumax or Lucas and Max are going to make it out. It'd be too cruel to kill them after finally having them reunite. They got to have that movie date. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I think Murray's going to die. I've predicted it every single time and been wrong, but you never know. I could see him dying in the first half of the finale to really assert the stakes of this final mission. Perhaps he got shot and slowly bleeds out over the course of the episode. After mending their friendship and brotherhood, both Steve and Dustin are making it out of this thing, I'll say it. They both desperately need each other in their lives, especially after the dust settles with the show. I feel like you can't kill one and not the other, and they're not going to kill both. Plus, if they killed Steve, it would kind of be repeating the Eddie death, as we've already seen Dustin lose an older brother. Joyce is an interesting one. I could see them subverting expectations and killing her as she sacrifices herself for Eleven. In a sense, her love for Hopper wins out as she says, hey, I'm not letting you lose another daughter. Plus, this season, she's been overprotective of Will and had to learn to give him some space, whereas Hopper's been this helicopter parent over Elle. It'd be poetic in a sense, but I don't think they'll commit to that big of a death. Dr. K, Lieutenant Akers, and all the military guys are goners. Karen's gonna be just fine, and I imagine Ted Wheeler's gonna make it out of his coma as well. And I've come to the conclusion that all the OG party boys are living, so that would include Will and Mike. I think the show's gonna end with all 4 of them potentially playing D&D and actually paralleling the Byers family dinner at the end of season 1. Vecna/Henry is dying, it just feels inevitable, and frankly a key element to having a satisfying conclusion. Kali, I believe, will also die. Whether that's because she's a traitor or goes down with the ship with Eleven is yet to be seen, but I do unfortunately see Eleven dying as well. Right now the show wants us to think that Elle and Kali are going out together with the Upside Down or the Bridge, but I feel like there's gotta be some sort of unexpected twist as to why Elle dies. But regardless, I do think Eleven will end up being the major death of this episode, with Hopper surviving, losing another daughter probably. But he'll have learned to let go and it'll hurt like hell.